In 1986, Tom Hawks was a 39-year-old father of two teenage sons living in Newport Beach, California. He had previously been married to the boy's mother, but they had since divorced. That same year, Tom and his children attended a local chili cook-off. While surveying the crowd, Tom noticed a strikingly beautiful woman he had never seen before. He found himself staring, and when she caught his gaze, she looked up, smiled, and blushed. Embarrassed at being caught in the act, Tom decided to approach and introduce himself. Tom, a ruggedly handsome and muscular man with a distinctive mustache, walked over to the woman, who introduced herself as Jackie, then 29 and unmarried. From that moment on, the two connected instantly and fell deeply in love. A few years later, in 1989, they married in front of 150 friends and family members. Jackie moved in with Tom and his boys. Even though their biological mother was still alive, they affectionately began calling Jackie Mom because of her warmth, compassion, and devotion. Years earlier, Jackie had been severely injured in a motorcycle accident, leaving her unable to have children of her own, so she wholeheartedly embraced her role as a mother to Tom's sons. As the years passed, Tom and Jackie raised the boys in a nurturing home. By 2002, the children had matured and moved out, leaving Tom and Jackie as empty nesters. Though it was a bittersweet time, they had anticipated this change and had spent years prudently saving money. They were disciplined and economical, planning carefully for their retirement. Their dream was to buy a yacht and sail along the coastlines of California and Mexico, living a life of exploration at sea. That year, after selling their house in Newport Beach, the couple combined the proceeds from the sale with their savings to purchase a modest, somewhat dilapidated yacht they named the Well-Deserved. The vessel was no luxurious ship, but Tom and Jackie cherished it. They moved aboard, cleaned, organized, and made improvements on a budget. By the summer of that year, it was cozy and homely, a perfect reflection of their personalities. For the next 2 years, Tom and Jackie lived their dream, cruising up and down the coast, watching breathtaking sunsets, catching fresh fish, sharing drinks, and savoring their retirement. In 2004, they received joyous news. One of their sons announced he was expecting a baby, Tom and Jackie's first grandchild. Excited, especially Jackie, who longed for a nurturing role again, they decided it was time to return to land. They planned to sell the Well-Deserved, use the proceeds to purchase a house near their family, and spend time with their grandchild. In November of that year, they listed their yacht in a fishing magazine for around $500,000. Before long, a young couple expressed interest and agreed to purchase it. Tom and Jackie were elated and called their sons to share the wonderful news. The sale would be finalized in a few days, and they would be in touch soon. But as days passed, the sons received no follow-up call. Concerned, they attempted to contact their parents, who never went long without checking in. When repeated calls went unanswered, Tom's brother, Jim, who was a retired police chief, took action. He drove to the Newport Beach dock to see what was going on. When Jim and a friend arrived at the yacht's slip, the boat seemed off. Lines that should have been stowed away were left dangling, tarps were removed and not replaced, and towels were left out. This was completely uncharacteristic of Tom and Jackie, who were known for their meticulous upkeep. Jim suspected the new owners must already be in possession and responsible for the mess, as Tom and Jackie would never have left the yacht in disarray. Jim left his business card and a note asking the new owners to contact him. Shortly after, Jim received a call from a 21-year-old woman named Skylar DeLeon. She claimed that she and her husband Skylar had bought the yacht from the Hawks, but also couldn't reach them. She said she needed the Hawks' help understanding some controls on the boat and had found some of their personal belongings she wished to return. Jennifer mentioned the last time she saw Tom and Jackie. They took their payment, got into their SUV, and headed off, possibly to buy a home in Mexico near their son. Now uneasy, Jim reached out to Patricia, a friend who managed Tom and Jackie's finances while they were at sea. Had the Hawks recently deposited a large sum of money from the boat sale into their accounts? Patricia checked and found no such deposits. This made no sense. Why wouldn't Tom and Jackie have deposited that large sum immediately? With growing concern, Jim contacted the Newport Beach Police Department and officially reported Tom and Jackie as missing. The police began investigating the couple who claimed to have bought the yacht, the DeLeons. Skylar, 25, had a criminal record for armed robbery, raising immediate suspicions. The police sent a detective to walk around and inspect the yacht. Though nothing definitive emerged at first, they secured a search warrant after mistaking rust for a possible bloodstain. In the end, no incriminating evidence was found on the boat. Police summoned Skylar to the station. He cooperated, explaining he had seen the boat's ad, met Tom for a sea trial, liked it, and arranged a sale. On November 15th, he said he and Jennifer, their young daughter, a notary, and another friend met Tom and Jackie at the dock's parking lot. According to him, they handed over a suitcase of cash, signed documents, and Tom and Jackie drove away in their SUV. The police asked how Skylar could afford such an expensive yacht. First, he claimed he had made money as a child extra on a popular 90s TV show. Then he recanted, admitting the truth. He had stolen drug money and had been laundering it by buying the yacht. Amazed by his honesty and hoping he'd be helpful in the missing persons case, the police didn't charge him with money laundering at that time. They interviewed Jennifer, the notary, and the friend who witnessed the alleged sale. All told similar stories. The Hawks took the money and left. But small inconsistencies nagged at the investigators. With no progress, the authorities turned to the media. Soon, a couple in Mexico reported seeing the Hawks' SUV parked nearby. Police rushed to the scene, expecting to find the Hawks or someone connected to them. Instead, they found a stranger who claimed the SUV belonged to his friend, Skylar DeLeon, not the Hawks. Clearly, Skylar had lied. Armed with this new information, the police arrested Skylar for money laundering and searched his home. Inside, they found Hawk family belongings, items Tom and Jackie would never have willingly left behind. Still, Skylar insisted he knew nothing of their disappearance. Jennifer also maintained their innocence publicly. Police revisited the notary, Kathleen Harris. Under pressure, she confessed she had never met Tom and Jackie. She had been paid by Skylar to backdate documents. The friend, Alonzo McChain, also cracked when confronted. In exchange for a lighter sentence, he revealed the truth. Skylar, Alonzo, and a third man, John Kennedy, an imposing longtime gang member, had conspired not to buy the yacht, but to lure Tom and Jackie out to sea. Tom, a former probation officer, sensed danger and was initially hesitant. But Jennifer's brief appearance at the dock with her baby put Jackie at ease. Tom and Jackie ultimately agreed to a sea trial, never suspecting their fate. Far from shore, Skylar and John attacked Tom below deck. Hearing the struggle, Alonzo subdued Jackie above deck. Bound and terrified, the couple was forced to sign over their yacht and financial assets. Jackie even deliberately misspelled her last name on one document to signal distress. Then the attackers led Tom and Jackie to the stern. There, they attached them, handcuffed back to back, to the boat's anchor chain. Without mercy, they threw the anchor overboard. Tom and Jackie were pulled into the ocean, alive and conscious, sinking 3,500 feet to their deaths. Skylar cheered and laughed as the couple vanished beneath the waves. The plan had been orchestrated by Jennifer as much as Skylar. She wanted their money and was willing to commit the most appalling act to get it. Afterward, the killers took the Hawks' video camera, once used to film their joyful life at sea, and recorded their own Thanksgiving celebration with their daughter, taping over the victims' cherished memories without a second thought. Eventually, all involved were apprehended and prosecuted. Alonzo received 20 years due to his cooperation. Jennifer DeLeon was sentenced to life in prison without parole. John Kennedy and Skylar DeLeon were sentenced to death. This case remains one of the most tragic and disturbing stories of cold-blooded greed and violence. Tom and Jackie Hawks were loving parents and soon-to-be grandparents, robbed of their lives in a horrifying manner, while their killers callously carried on with their lives as if nothing had occurred. Hey, mystery hunters. If you enjoyed unraveling today's mystery, don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button. It really helps us keep the adventures coming. Got your own theories or thoughts about today's topic? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, don't keep all the fun to yourself. Share this video with your friends, family, or anyone who loves a good mystery. Finally, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to MysteryMug and click that notification bell so you never miss out on our next intriguing story. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next mystery.